because you gave me that face like, I just told you why.
I'll never get aggravated with dumb questions. What are you talking about? It's not like we live with 6 kids and I would never hear any dumb questions.
Right. Because they're all brilliant and never do anything wrong.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Do like I did. Got real excited at that one part and gunned it. Why not just use that for the whole thing?
Because you can cut much faster with a circular saw.
Okay.
If you have a straight line to cut. And if you have a straight line, you can keep it much straighter with a circular saw.
Gotcha.
So we are putting in the final piece of core material that needs to be replaced before we can re-fiberglass all of the deck that had damage to it. So what I'm doing right now is wiping down my piece of core material with acetone and gonna wipe down the section that the core material is going to cover with acetone, and just in preparation so that we have good adhesion when we put the epoxy down. Now when we took out the core material here, the core was pretty tough to get out, and so I, just out of precaution, took my belt sander and sanded all of the bottom core down, sanded it away, so that we wouldn't have any issues with getting a good bond here, because I definitely don't want to have to come and revisit this to do an additional repair. So that's what we're working on, and hopefully in a little while we'll have all of the core material done and we'll be ready to purchase and replace all the fiberglass. So we are preparing to mix issues with it lifting up during the repair process. It's supposed to exist, I guess, for about a minute. once we do that, we can put all of the deck hardware and the portholes back in. Very excited about getting this started. My other trusty assistant, Connor, cameraman today. He's always enjoyed my around. I really mean that. Connor definitely brings the comedic relief. Okay, Jared, in the bag over there we have a brush. So go grab a brush. Surface area of the deck wetted out with epoxy, and we are brushing the epoxy on the back of our core material, and it won't be very long until we'll put that in place and be able to weight it down, and then we will be ready. Come back to grind down a slope, so you can layer your fiberglass stuff up. And so anyway, the core material is well below what we need now to grind the slope in the existing fiberglass. And we've used some weights. Skinny blade, if you ever watch the videos. So West System 407